Alhamdulillah, I am Ahmad Rabi'u, Managing Director, Dala Inland Dry Port. And Dala Inland Dry Port is an international port of origin and destination from which goods could be exported as an origin for the export to anywhere in the world, and to which imports will be received at the final destination for importation from anywhere in the world. It is at the Dala Dry Port that all processes of customs clearance are released, are done, and the cargo owner takes delivery, or from which the cargo owner delivers his export for any origin, for any destination outside the country. The project has been in the pipeline for over 2 decades. To the glory of God, the intervention of His Excellency Governor Abdullah Umar Ganduje, OFR Khadim al-Islam, made the project to materialize. Dala is totally ready to commence operations. Now look at the facility that had been developed so far. To commence operations. Now look at the facility that had been developed so far. The access road, which His Excellency Governor Abdullah Umar Ganduje has developed, you can see off the Fanshekara road, it came into about 2.5 kilometers all the way to the facility. You can see the dual carriage, quality, international standard, dual carriage access road that has been constructed all the way from this Fanshekara road. You can see all the way down about 2.5 kilometers to the entrance gate of the facility. Further, as you see the perimeter fence also, that has also been done by the state government, which also has been completed fully. And we have also got the security. We have also got the security American security that we have put around. And as investors also, we have developed the rest of the facility. Water has been brought to the facility, and the same thing with also power. You can see as you get in, the first left takes you to the administrative building. That administrative building is a one-story building with 2 wings, and it houses the entire management of Dala Inland Dry Port and a part of the custom operatives that will be in the facility. Then as you get out, you see directly by the side, you have the water tanks. You can see the 3 of them. That is the overhead tank, and there are the surface tanks, 2 of them, the very large and the small one. And to their going further down all the way, that open area is for expansion, and you can see that area to the north of the warehouse. That area is the orchard now. We have not yet decided what to use that orchard for, but you can see it's totally green, and you can see the water pockets around that area. We are going to use this place in the future, but for the time being, we shall develop a full orchard to have all fruits that can grow in this climate. And further down, you can see that special building that is a 2-story building. That building, this building, as you see it, is it was intended to be a primary school, but that was the time of the erstwhile Minister of Transportation, who required that we build a primary school. But subsequent evaluation brought the fact that you cannot have a primary school in that kind of location where there is no community, and also there will be movement of heavy duty equipment and heavy trucks and other issues, and therefore that place is now going to be a kind of consular building. We shall have some of our partners and maybe even government agencies that may from other neighboring countries. The facility is not meant for the use of Kano business community alone. We shall be providing service to our neighboring Niger, to Chad, to northern Cameroon and other countries right into the Sahara. We are hopeful that when we become fully operational, Dala will be servicing the entire Sahel Africa, and therefore that building is there for use to meet demand that will come up. And coming to the warehouse, it's been it's supposed to have been to Chad, to northern Cameroon and other countries right into the Sahara. We are hopeful that when we become fully operational, Dala will be servicing the entire Sahel Africa, and therefore that building is there for use to meet demand that will come up. And coming to the warehouse, it's been it's supposed to have been 102 meters by 48 meters. But in the first phase, we only have done 74 meters by 48 meters. We intend to complete it, and it is one of two numbers. There is going to be another one to the south of that facility. Then going further down to that location, we have an intention and have already drawn up our stacking area. You can see when we get to the stacking area that we have so far developed only about 2 hectares, but from that location to this location is all going to be about 14 to about, I think, 17 or 18 hectares. And with time, except the road that has come in between, but with time, we are going to integrate the whole area and have a stacking area that could be more than 20 hectares. And we would be, therefore, when that time comes, will be a port, not an inland port, a port to beat in terms of the size of the stacking area. Now, you can see the entrance of the rail after this open area that is for future expansion. Now, this gate, that's where the train from Lagos will enter. And you can see there are 3 lanes. It's there for a marshalling yard where the locomotive will be going to and fro to be put in the containers. And we understand that that place can take up to about 120 containers. And once you can have that, that is about 3 trains. And therefore, we can have the comfort and luxury of using the space at our convenience. That means we will not be in a way that the moment the train comes, will be short of time and running shelter as it is said. It's a marshalling yard that was made to standard. And it gets down, it doesn't exit to the eastern part. It comes in through the west from Lagos and does not exist. You can see where it ends. As you follow the line, you see where the rail ends, and then that is why it is marshalling. It goes to and fro to make sure that at the time the imports are offloaded, it is also put on the line, exports are loaded, and then it goes back the same way it has entered and head back to Lagos. That is the arrangement. And then you come down, you see that the rail ends where? By the stacking area. It is therefore to the southern part of the stacking area. And you can see the stacking area, about 2 hectares. You can see also to the eastern part of the stacking area, as you come down, you see the building, the container blocks that have been brought there. Those containers have been modeled to be offices for use by those that will be directly involved in operation, in handling the containers. So that anybody who does not have anything to do with the containers directly will not be in that location. It will be the customs and our own operations staffs and other security that will be accessing that, and they will be accommodated in that. Most of the other agencies besides the customs, we have the NABDAC, the Standards Organization, Nesria, name them. Of course, all the agencies that are working under the coordination of Nigerian Shippers Council before they come in, because Nigerian Shippers Council is the coordinating agency for the project. Whoever is coming to occupy that place will be endorsed by the Nigerian Shippers Council under direction of the Honourable Minister for Transportation in order to make the business easy and seamless. 2 objects, efficiency and competitiveness. These are key and fundamental issues that will be addressed in making sure that whoever is going to be housed there is coming here to make the business go smoothly and easily. And as you cross, you see after the road, that area is the immediate plan for its use. We intend to make it green, totally green. Then as you cross, you see on the other side of the road, as you cross by the gate, you cross to the other side where we had mentioned, we said first left you enter the main building, but you can see a large green area. This entire large green area is also for expansion. We don't have an immediate plan for it, but it is all part of the vision for the project to be expanded. As we have mentioned, Dala Land Dry Port is an international port of origin that has come into being not only to service the Kano business community and the neighboring states in Nigeria, but also to service our neighboring landlocked countries, not only Niger and Chad and the northern Cameroon, but the entire Sahel Africa. We remember Kano was the center of the trans-Saharan trade, and this project of rail revolution, which President Muhammad Buhari has embarked on, reviving all the rail lines that are existing, the standard narrow gauge, the old ones, and laying the standard narrow gauge from Lagos to Kano and all the way to Maradi, and to link up the rest of the Sahara. When this comes and to go all the way to the coastline, we are expecting that it will get through Libya to Tunisia and Algeria, on the other side Morocco, it will traverse the entire Africa. We are hopeful that all this will come to materialize on one fundamental account, that Africa has already signed Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which is designed to make trade among African countries easy. Today, there are no linkages by road with African countries. The moment you get out of Nigeria, you find that you can hardly go into other places, except on the side of Cotonou, perhaps. But the rest, get into Niger. By the time you pass Dora, you cross Nigerian border, you find getting to Zanzibar is a problem. You have manholes, and so there are no good roads, and there has not been rail facilities. It had been intended, and we have spoken about so many times. Today, with President Muhammad Buhari's rail revolution, this project is coming to fruition, and therefore all African countries are going to key into the rail project on account of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which shall make them to create the vehicle that will make movement of goods from Nigeria into the rest of the Africa easy. So this perhaps will conclude on saying that this project that has come to near completion is a project for all those that are doing business in Kano to make haste very quickly and key in. Otherwise, it is a parking place. If you wait until some other people have taken the parking space, you will come a little too late, and therefore you can only hold your head and see people already cashing in on the benefits that Dala has brought. Among others, Dala is going to bring reduction in cost of doing business. The reduction in cost of doing business that will be occasioned by the seamless movement of cargo from the seaport or from the port of origin, wherever in the world, all the way to our seaport in Nigeria is a first arrival, and all the way to our location in Dala Island Airport, Zawachiki, Kumbotso, Kano State, seamless flow. There will be no need for the cargo owner to go to Lagos or Apapa or Wari, Lagos, Apapa or Tinkan, Wari or Safele or Patako, anywhere. You will stay in Kano. The cargo will be in those seaports as first arrival and proceed on its journey to Kano. And when it gets to Kano, it is from us that you will hear we are expecting the cargo to arrive in a day or 2 days also, and then we'll advise you on how you do the processes, and we'll also guide you, and you do the rest of the processes, and your cargo will be delivered to you as soon as it arrives. There will be no delay in those seaports. There will be no exorbitant costs. We are trying to work with other partners to ensure that we are able to have the services, rail services that we need. Currently, there is no, the service of rail services are not adequate. Even when it becomes fully functional, it will not be providing us enough number of container carriers and locomotives at the beginning. So we may have to contend with some movement of some of the cargo by trucking. But we do not intend to use trucks for too long. We are working even now very hard to make sure that when our operations grow, we will also be ready. We shall have all the facilitation to move most of the cargo by rail, and that's secure, safe, and faster. The trucks take minimum of 10 days to 2 weeks. The cost getting to about 1.5 to 2 million. By rail is going to be less than $500,000. We are going to have a lot of advantages that the importers will benefit from. The exporters that are in larger number will also be able to cash in on this and be able to have commitment. We are working on all these details to ensure that cargo owners celebrate as we begin operation. This is Dala Island Airport. Commendation again goes to His Excellency Governor Ahmad Rabi'u for making it a reality. Without the support of the government, making it possible, servicing the land by providing the access road in the first instance, this project would have still remained in the works. We appreciate him and appreciate President Muhammad Buhari, and also in the same vein appreciate the major investors in the project, City Green Group under chairmanship of Abubakar Sabu Bauro, and all those that have worked with us, even our contractor that has done most of the work, FRA Construction. We must appreciate them and appreciate our staffs for working through thick and thin to get to us to where we are now. And so we thank God for His mercies and pray that all of us will continue to work towards getting this project in these beautiful days come to fruition. So come to Dala Airport for your exportation. Come to Dala Airport for your exports, for your imports. We are a must patronize facility. Thank you so very much.